Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pineapple Explosive. Welcome back to Killing Floor 2. Today we're playing another game. I've been meddling in the workshop and I've downloaded a couple of maps that I thought, would be interesting. A lot of them are based on the Killing Floor 1 map style. So there are a few I have tried. I'm gonna be trying the ones that I haven't played yet, like this one. Let's play Tiny Town. So I believe last episode we were level 12 or 13 on Berzerker. I played a little longer because I want to take Berzerker to level 15 so I can start playing in suicidal difficulty. So I'm just about there. So today we're gonna play a short game so I can get to level 15, and maybe next episode I'll be playing on a new map on a harder difficulty. So let's try KF Tiny Town. So in last episode also I talked about things that I liked and didn't like about Killing Floor 2, and today I want to continue that, but not based on the microtransactions or anything like that. I'm gonna be talking about the maps and gameplay mechanics in general. So there are a few things that I felt that were improved on this game, of course, but I've also felt things were downgraded. So let's begin with the maps. Now, in graphic quality, of course, this game would be better. It's like 11 years apart from the first one. But there still are a few things that I'm not quite fond of. For example, Killing Floor 2 base maps are smaller. And I mean the base maps as the default, not this custom made. But yes, they're like smaller. They're more pretty, so to speak. There's like LEDs and lightning. It looks kind of cool. But maps are smaller. I remember if you've ever played Killing Floor 1, you probably know about maps like Farm and Mountain Pass. Their maps are very big, and it's like you have a lot of freedom because there are like walls and things that hold you in, like if it was a corridor or something like that. That's something that repeats itself a lot in these base maps. Damn it. See, this is another thing from custom maps. Some of them aren't really optimized to run like a 60 FPS. Oh, come on, die already. Thank you. And I feel that that's something that has been lost in this game. But then again, lightning and reflections and everything like that, it's good, it looks better. It looks more futuristic based on the backstory that the company is called Horsesign, and it's like in a not near future, but in a future nonetheless. Stop vomiting on me, would you? Thank you. Now, other things that I feel like have been upgraded is the AI. If you've also played Killing Floor 1, you'll realize that in the first game the AI felt like it was, stupid. Like if it couldn't get to you because it had like a tree in front of them, they would go back a couple of meters, correct the course, and come back at you. And I feel like in this game that's better. They can change the course dynamically. And although that is good, it still feels like they're just, I don't know, it's still dumb. Although there is a difference. In the first game, they're just like an a robot that their only purpose is to kill you. And in the second game, they are like a robot that their only purpose is to kill you, but with passion, so to speak. Of course, in high difficulties, the AI is improved. They have more movements, more speed, they have special attacks and everything like that. But it still feels like I'm not playing against zombies. I'm playing against, I don't know, a punch bag that spills blood every time you slice it. But above all, the game, I think it's a very good improvement. There are also these new types of sets. For example, the slasher, the alpha clot, and the clot, the base one, is things that weren't in the first one. Or no, wait, the clot was in the first one, the alpha wasn't. The cyst is the one that also wasn't in the first one. And yeah, that's great in my opinion. It's like they've done something new, you know, more content to the base game. But okay. Another thing that I felt is, well, I've talked in last episode, is new weapons, new playstyles, the versus survival thing. And yes, while that is good to, you know, have, it still feels like, even though 11 years have passed, there's so much they could have done and they didn't do. But you know, I still feel like the game is addictive to some point. I mean, every time that I get tired of the game, I wait like 2 days and I want to play it again. You know, it has that progression system that some games don't have, and this is like, it makes you keep coming, because there's some things you know, the levels, the skins, if you may, and everything like that. You can unlock new things. And even though Killing Floor 1 had that progression system, it was still lacking a few things. Like, you had levels, but not like this one, not to the point where you could unlock perks to, I don't know, make your weapons do more damage or have more life in general. Okay, she flew, and that is great, you know, it's an improvement to the base game. Sorry, I was trying not to get killed there. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. They're angry. These things are the ugliest. Well, this is another thing that wasn't in the first one. For example, the quarter pound. Flesh pounds are, you know, classic to the first one. They are those zombies that you hate, have a lot of health, and they basically kill you with a few hits unless you have armor. And now they created this downgraded version that it's this quarter pound, and you know, it's like a breath of fresh air, for example, yes, so to speak. So with that new content, with workshop support, I don't know if the first one had workshop support. I'm guessing it had, but I've never seen a map from the workshop. If I ever installed a custom map, it would be from, I don't know, some web page on the internet. Yes, basically a web page means it comes from the internet, you dumb fuck. So, I also know I say so too much, sorry, not really, but maybe I can work on that too. So with the new additions, new everything, it feels like the same game and a new game at the same time, and not in a bad way, because sometimes you feel like I don't know, the sequel to a game feels different, like it's not the same game. You're not playing a sequel to that game, you're playing a different game that just happens to have a 2 in their name and the original game name. And this one feels different because you feel like it's a continuation. I know there's a story to it. When I was fighting the patriarch, some of the things, you know, like the tips in red you get when it's presented, you know, you get to the 5th round and they reveal that you are playing against the patriarch, and a tip comes in the, you know, in the description, and it gives you the name of the scientist that it gave you in the first game, but you know, it gives more detail. Like, for example, we know that this doctor that I forgot his name was in charge of this, well, what could it, how could it be called? It's like this science experiment. This doctor created these zombies, but he ended up making himself into a zombie because he called the zombies his perfect creation, and he wanted to be a perfect creation, so he got some zombie parts into himself. And that is on the story quest from the first game. This game doesn't have a story quest like that. It just have, you know, data spread around different maps that you can see and everything, and that's good to some point. I would really like if they added a story like in the first game, but no, it's still okay. Okay, I've killed one. Where's the other one? Die. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Oh no. Let's run. I think we may be able to reach level 15 with this round. Come on, die already. Dead. No, you're not really dead. Oh, no. Not yet. Well, this boss will give me around 1500 XP. Maybe a little more.
I suggest you purchase armor.
Yes, I will. Jesus Christ, calm down. Okay, so I have my trusty shotgun. Well, it's a nail gun, but it shoots a lot of nails, so it's like a shotgun. So I lost my train of thought, like I always do, so don't be surprised. Oh, I wasted some bullets. Damn it. So, oh yes, I remember. This boss is like about to give me 1500 to 1600 and a little bit more XP, and we may be able to reach, or well, not be able, we will reach level 15. Oh, why do I have to fight this one? Come on, I haven't fight Hans in a long time. Give me Hans, he's easier. There he is. I can see you, you ugly. Stop, don't spit on me. So I'm gonna try and use every bullet I have so that I can destroy his armor. I know he has like the face armor and oh, stop. Oh, okay. I know that if you destroy a piece of armor he becomes enraged and does a lot more damage. Oh, I may be able to kill him with this thing only. This is easy. And I'm playing on hard. I just need a little bit more bullets. There we go. I like this map. You know, it's weird, but in a nice way because. Oh no! No! Stop! Okay, we're good. We're golden. Damn it! Damn it! Stop it! Okay. Stop! He spits on me, it's disgusting. Can you keep your pile to yourself? Okay, I thought I've seen... Oh. No. I don't have more bullets. I think I can kill him with this. You're dead. Great. Reach level 15 Berzerker. I got the achievement. Okay, we're good. So I was saying, this map I think it's like creative. You're like a giant against giant zombies. It's good. I've seen a map that it's called Cucumber Land, and I'm not kidding when I say the whole map is cucumbers. And it's, I mean, why? That's the question. Oh yes, no, I'm gonna go to home menu, confirm, and I'm gonna choose a perk while we are at it, and I'm gonna keep telling you the whole map was cucumbers, and there is another one that is called something bananas, and the whole map is bananas, and not bananas in crazy bananas, in their little bananas. The thing is, I mean, you maybe like some of the futuristic kind of maps that it's like horse sign and everything like that, you know, LEDs and flashy lights, and I personally like that maps, but I feel like they're too constricted, so to speak. They're too small, they're like narrow corridors, and you know, I'm not claustrophobic, but those places give me anxiety. The thing is, bigger maps like this one, you know, it's not really that big, but it gives you a feeling that you have more space to walk or to traverse. And those are the kind of maps that I've been downloading lately, so there's a lot of that. I've also downloaded Mountain Pass and Farm from the Killing Floor 1 that they've made into Killing Floor 2. And just like this one, the game, you know, the map runs a little sluggish, you know, frames drop, things like that. I'm not too fond of that, but you know, as long as it isn't like permanent 30 FPS, you know, maybe a frame drop, that's okay, but if it's permanent, I'm not gonna play it. This map, yes, it had a few times that the frames drop, but above all, it was like 60-ish all the time. And yes, so we are here with the Berzerker. I'm gonna choose parry because it gives me more attack speed, more damage every time every time that I block an attack from an enemy. The resistance one gives me 20% resistance to all damage and 20 additional to poison and sonic. So the siren would do 40% less damage, and the bloat the fat one, would also do 40% less damage. And that's good, but the parry will give me 40% to all damage for 10 seconds when I block. So if I can time it well, I get 40% less damage and 35% more damage output. And 5% attack speed. And that's why I'm also gonna choose Massacre when I get to level 20, because it gives me 5 more attack speed and 30% more damage with light attacks, you know, the first mouse click. Because Smash will give me a lot of damage, but with the second one, and I don't use that too much. I use the other one because I like the attack speed and, you know, attacking fast and everything like that. So we have reached level 15 with Berzerker, and that's, you know, an accomplishment because I have never done that, and I got an achievement for that. And for, well, that's everything I have you for now. I don't want this video to be very long, so that's why I didn't play it in a longer, you know, longer waves. That's why I'm playing in short. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. I don't know, give it a thumbs up or comment in the video in the description. Jesus Christ! Comment in the comment section what would you like me to play next. If you think I should improve something, if you think I should tone down my speaking or tone it up, because I feel like sometimes I'm not speaking too much and sometimes, like now, I'm speaking like an idiot. And with all that said and done, I hope you have a great day. Take care, and I bid you farewell.